Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás mi amo Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Murder, She Wrote. I am excited to be playing this, and a little nervous as well. Why? Because I am playing this video blind. I am actually kind of in a rush. I've kind of fell behind on trying to get things ahead of schedule, because at the time I am recording this, I am trying to pack, get laundry done, not to mention get ready for a dinner date with family. I am going to be at my mom's for a week and pet sitting while she is out in Mexico. I am super excited because I haven't seen my mom's dog in a while. Anyway, today we are continuing the second book of the game. And before I continue on, I do want to mention that if anything in this video looks familiar, it is because you have not been catching up. You can look in the links in the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because that will have all the videos that I've done so far for book 2, Murder, She Wrote. I also want to mention that, I mean, it's not really a scary game, but there are going to be certain scenes where there might be blood or situations where not intentionally, but a lot of games have these obvious messages that you should learn from it. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. They don't realize the subliminal messages that there are. Everyone, don't exclude yourself. Everyone takes something out of context. I know that from personal experience. So that subliminal message is going to be sent to your subconscious, and you're going to live in that for the rest of your life, thinking, oh my gosh, why? In that case, there are going to be psychological conversations, situations, all that jazz in Murder, She Wrote. And also, if you're not familiar with Murder, She Wrote, I feel sorry for you because you missed out on the best TV show ever. This game and the sequel to it is actually based off a TV show with the same name. And I actually recently learned that there was a movie as well. I need to find that so I can check it out. I was unaware of it. Because you are not aware of the TV show, this tune you're listening to now is the theme song. Yeah, awesome. So, Murder, She Wrote, it is about a murder mystery author named Jessica Fletcher. She takes vacations, adventures, journeys, whatnot throughout the country, even throughout the world, and she just happens to come across mysteries, kind of like Nancy Drew, which is awesome. This is basically an author version of Nancy Drew, which I super love. I'm going to say emphasis on Nancy Drew because the town that she lives in, the police often ask her to join on cases, or she invites herself to the cases, which in a way is a lot like Nancy Drew, as well as Castle. If you're familiar with that show, then you know what I'm talking about. If ever you want me to click on this, it's going to take me to a separate link, but that link is broken. This game came out 2009, but there is a website you can go to where the game was made. I believe it's Legacy Interactive instead of Legacy Games. Yeah, and they've actually made a couple of other games, which I definitely want to check out. So, the second book we are playing is Murder in the Maples, and it's actually pretty cool. I've actually checked out the timed version of the game, and I don't know about the mini games that are inside the hidden objects puzzles, but the hidden object puzzle is timed, and it's not timing up, it is timing down. I have no idea what will happen when the timer goes to 0, I didn't test that out, but it's definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to what will happen next, because I kind of forgotten what happened, which is nice, and I also really like this. Yes, I want to continue. Which I am thankful that Jessica Fletcher takes notes. So, the previous video was actually the first video of this book, so I'm going to go over all these pages with you. So, Jessica Fletcher was traveling to a conference or something to speak in front of people, and she ends up visiting someone in a mountain. I forgot what the place was called, but her former student has her own business, which is I forgot what it's called. It is mentioned in the previous video, and she is competing with Nature's Gift Foods. They're basically making maple syrup. Her student Maria gave her a tour of the sugar house, and it was cut short because of a murder that happened the previous night. It happened to be Gerald Morgan, a man whom Maria fired a month ago. A tree buried in his back. Yikes. And you can imagine the editing that I had to do to make sure that there were no blood on the screen. I mean, I don't make any money on this channel, but I want to make sure that you little kiddos aren't seeing that kind of stuff. And we found a note, footprints, all that jazz. And then we accompany Chief Ashmont, the chief of police, of course, to the wife's yarn shop. Oh, that's where we found the note. Sorry, that's where we found the note. It led us to Nature's Gift Foods, which is interesting because the chief was saying we should tell his boss what happened. Yikes. And for some reason, his boss didn't seem terribly distraught to learn of her employee's untimely death. We discovered that the paper Gerald's note was written on came from a notepad in Joan Marshall's office. His boss, she denied having written the note and claimed to know nothing about it. I can't prove otherwise, but I do want to follow up on the syrup bottle from Nature's Gift Foods. Maybe it can lend some answers? And it's interesting because when I first played that part, I thought she was just a stone cold woman. But playing that a second time, it made me realize, what if she's acting like that because she had feelings for Gerald? It's an interesting theory, at least.
Chief, have you had a chance to look at the contents of the syrup bottle found at the crime scene?
No, but wouldn't it contain maple syrup?
Maybe or maybe not.
Come again?
Why would anyone bother to bring along a bottle of Nature's Gift Foods maple syrup if, in fact, all it contained was syrup?
Right?
I see your point.
Chief, we found the victim's car. It was about a quarter-mile from Maple Hill.
Good work.
Canadian?
I put everything we found in the car in the same box as the Maple Hill evidence.
Oh boy. Do you realize how complicated you just made things? Alright, and if you're not familiar with this game, this is how the hidden objects puzzle works here in Murder, She Wrote. Basically finding all the letters for the keyboard, for the key typewriter first, because that's how Jessica Fletcher writes her books. There were, I don't think, 2009, did we have computers? I don't even know if computers were made in the 70s, because that's when the show was created. Alright, oh, we're looking for silhouetted items. Got it. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult. That, okay. Alright. Now we can pick this up. What? Incarnation. Oh, it's that thing. Got it. Now we can pick up the sledgehammer. Got it. Okay. Wrench. Tissue box. Thank you. Good grief. That was driving me nuts. And is there another lighter? Oh, duh. And the paintbrush. Ew. Pick that up. Safety pin. Pen. Clipboard. Keychain. Or whatever that's called. Car jack. Gloves. Syrup. You're right. This isn't maple syrup. It looks like maybe red dye? Not surprised! And you're not supposed to be using red dye, especially if it's red number 50. Ooh. There's a picture hidden between the pages of this manual. That's Melanie Young, owner of the Stratton Mountain Coffee Shop. Oh, wait, weren't we at that coffee shop? At the beginning of the book? Doesn't it seem odd that Gerald had cash both in his wallet and in a money clip? Yeah. It's a receipt from last night from the coffee shop. Oh, that's right, because Gerald went to the coffee shop for some sort of meeting. Interesting.
We'll have to run some tests on the syrup bottle to confirm its dye. One thing's for sure, Gerald was up to no good at Maple Hill.
That's quite a conclusion to make, Chief, considering we don't know for sure that Gerald was the one who brought the bottle to the sugar house.
Maybe.
Who else would have brought it?
The culprit?
His killer, possibly.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Gerald was the one Maria fired. He must have been there intent on committing sabotage on Maria's business in revenge.
I don't think so. I'm already coming up with a theory.
But why would Gerald wait a whole month to pursue an act of revenge?
Maybe Nature's Gift Foods put Gerald up to it. The $500 in his pocket could suggest a payoff. I'll see if we can track their serial numbers.
I keep coming back to Gerald having a picture of Melanie hidden in his car. It makes me wonder if there was some sort of relationship between them.
Right?
And based on the receipt, the coffee shop was probably the last place Gerald went before he was killed.
Ooh, quite true.
Both excellent reasons to go talk to Melanie, I would say.
Yep. Alrighty, Daddy. So I'm gonna avoid the notes because that will help with recapping everything, both at the end of the video and the next video.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
Hi, Melanie.
This receipt shows that Gerald Morgan was here last night at 10:30. Can you confirm that?
Well, yes. Why?
Because if he was here at that time, there's an excellent chance that you were the last person, well, besides his killer, to see him alive.
Killer? Gerald's dead? What happened?
That's what we're trying to find out.
He was the last person to leave as I was getting ready to close up. He was in a big hurry when he left around 11:30. He forgot his scarf.
I'll take it to Sally for you if you'd like.
I put it in one of the lost and found bins. Feel free to have a look.
Thank you. And again, freedom. We don't have to worry about getting a search warrant. Oi. That's one of the problems I have with amateur detectives. They don't bother, like, doing the proper thing. They end up breaking the law no matter what. Where's the U? I'll find it eventually, right? Alright, get a refund. Travel mug. Donut. Lost and found. Ooh. Looks like the trunk is locked. Oh, we need to find the key. Got it. Why the heck can I not? Oh, there's the key. Oh, that's for the register. Got it. Refund. Oh, there's that key. Got it. There's the lost and found. Let's not look in there just yet. Oh, there's the... Now we can click the open sign. Ice cream sundae. Wait, there's an ice cream sundae? Oh, yeah, right there. Got it. Statue of Liberty. You can call me on my cell phone. Chocolate chip cookie. I saw that. Yoink. Salt. Shaker. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Ooh! Alright, fine. We'll have to use a hint on that one. Okay. Select pairs of items that go together. Ooh. I've done this before. I think it was in the previous video, actually. We can click that. Yeah. Toothpaste into toothbrush. Flashlight and battery. Stamp. Really? Oh, that nail. Got it. Camera and its film. There's a CD player in there, isn't there? Ooh. Yoink! Golf ball! Shaving cream and a razor? Oh, there's the case. Got it. Washer, candle, match. What's this? Oh, it's a can opener. Duh. This needs a cork. This needs a key. This needs a shoe. Yeah. Woohoo! This must be the scarf that Gerald left here last night. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention, which I think is really cool. All the voice actors in this game, they're not the same actors from the show, or the movie, probably. The voice actors are actually used the likeness of those voices from the show. So far, I think the woman who's voicing Jessica is doing a really good job. The guy who voices the sheriff in Cabot Cove, which is her hometown, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of him. If I'm not a big fan of his character, it means the actor is doing a good job. Alright. Lost and found. Give me that freaking hint. That's a freaking coffee pot? Whatever.
Did Gerald say anything to indicate what his plans were for the rest of the evening?
No, he didn't.
Melanie, do you have any idea why Gerald would have a picture of you in his car?
He did? No, I don't.
I'm just wondering if his having your picture and the fact that he was lingering here until he was the only customer left has any significance.
Look, I don't know anything about what happened at Maple Hill, but I guess I should tell you that Gerald and I were having an affair.
Ah! Yeah,
He came by the
figured.
coffee shop last night to break it off.
Why did he do that?
I was impatient because Gerald hadn't left Sally yet.
Huh.
So last week I gave him an ultimatum. He had to tell Sally he wanted a divorce or we were through. Gerald picked the second option.
Interesting.
I have a new idea about who killed Gerald. Mind coming back to Maple Hill with me, Mrs. Fletcher?
Of course.
The wife. It's usually the wife when it comes to affairs. But
Chief, Jessica, you're back.
Maria Olson, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Gerald Morgan.
what? Why?
What are you talking about?
It makes perfect sense. You have motive, defending your business interests against
Evidence,
sabotage.
dude.
You came back to check on the sugar house and found Gerald in the act of sabotaging your batch of sap.
Chief, that is ridiculous.
Yes, thank you.
After Gerald broke in through the window, he must have attacked Maria when she came in, so she was forced to kill him in self-defense.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I'm not very impressed with your line of reasoning, Chief. I mean, for starters, there's your assumption that it was Gerald who broke in.
Thank you.
How else could he have gotten inside?
A makeshift key.
Maybe with the key that was found near his body, the one that Maria didn't recognize as being her own. Gerald could have borrowed one of the keys and had a duplicate made.
Thank you.
That must be why I never caught Gerald in the act of stealing. He was using his duplicate key to get in after hours.
Maria, we'd like to bring in all of your maple syrup bottles, just to make sure they haven't been tampered with.
Sure.
This is insane. I could not believe his accusation. Ah. Freaking kidding me. Alright, we're missing the U once again. I am blind. Alright, but basically we are looking for all the syrup bottles. I can kind of see all of them right now. Yoink. Oh, there's you. Hello. Alright. There's that one. Yes! I found all of them without a hint.
Looks like we got all the evidence we need here.
You know, the discovery about the key brings up a new question. Since Gerald had a duplicate key to the door and didn't have to break in, who did break in through the window?
Good question.
Chief, you might want to come down to the station. Some tips on this case were just called in.
Thank you. We were getting stuck. You know what? I'm actually kind of realizing the time. I did talk too much at the beginning of the video.
So what are these tips about?
A few people saw a car driving very slowly near Maple Hill Sugar Bush around midnight the night of the murder. They provided some partial license plate numbers.
Ooh, puzzle time.
Enough to run through the system to look for potential matches?
Yeah, but there's a slight problem.
What is it, Deputy?
I can't remember which of these file folders has the information.
Oh, freaking kidding me? Deputy. This is why you just make sure your employees have good organizational skills. Seriously. Freaking kidding me. I am finding them like a mouse. Alright, maybe not. We still need 5 more. There's one, there's one, there's one. I do see a hint recharge. Or just the one. Oh, how did I miss that? Ah, yeah, this kind of thing. Alright, well, after this puzzle, I think I'm going to stop here because we're pretty much cutting it close. And not to mention, I got to get ready. Read the tip at the bottom and click on license plates to eliminate them. Read all 8, selecting the different tabs. I might do these out of order just because it'll help me make sense of everything. So let's see, the license plate had both even and odd numbers. I'm not going to worry about that until the end, because that's like a really general hint. I don't think I saw any vowels on the plate, because I think Y... Oh wait, no, never mind. Y is not a vowel. Alright. I'm sure I saw a Y, V, or W as one of the letters. Okay. Nope, okay. I'm pretty sure the license plate had 4 numbers on it. Alright. I passed the car too quickly to read the license plate, but I noticed that it was from Vermont. Well, all these license plates are from Vermont, so... Oh wait, no, this one isn't. Got it, okay. The license plate didn't have any letters or numbers that appeared twice. Okay, so it's not this one. Alright, so far so good. I'm nearsighted, but I could tell for sure that the last number on the plate was not a 1. Okay, so it's not this one then. Or this one. The first number on the plate was either a 5 or an 8. There we go. Okay, so now we're down to... The license plate had both even and odd numbers. Okay. This is all odd. This is all even. This is all even. Alrighty. Yay! Melanie Young? Are you freaking kidding me? So she lied. Either that or someone stole her car.
So the license plate belongs to Melanie down at the Stratton Mountain Coffee Shop.
I wonder what she was doing in the neighborhood of Maple Hill at that hour.
Isn't it obvious?
Maybe to you, Chief, but not to me. I'd like to hear Melanie's explanation before jumping to any conclusions.
Yes, please. Unfortunately, we do have to stop here. Alrighty dighty. Oh my gosh, oh my freaking gosh. That is definitely interesting to have so much evidence be brought up in one video. I'm actually really liking that all the games that I'm playing right now on this channel are pretty much like detective mystery. Because on Nancy Drew, well, Nancy Drew is always going to be a detective mystery. And then there's Grim Tales. We're playing Vengeance right now, and that one is set in a courtroom. Freaking courtroom. So I will definitely be using a whole bunch of courtroom jargon for that, especially in the titles. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. But, I mean, Murder, She Wrote, Legacy Interactive actually did a really good job writing these stories. I don't think they did a good job of doing the character development in the first book. It just seemed almost non-existent. They did not... This is my problem here! I'm basically reviewing this game. I'm reviewing almost every single game I play. Why am I not making this channel a review channel? You know what? I think I might end up having to change my channel into a gaming review. Because, oh my gosh, this is insane. I mean, I don't really know enough. You know what? I'm going to bring this up when I do the vlog recording. Which reminds me, I should probably pack that paper too for when I record. But, in any case, I gotta get going, everyone. I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. And I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew. And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel by watching this video, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button. Make it that beautiful gray, as well as the bell icon right next to it. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Side by side, out in the broad daylight. I love that song so much.